Good morning. We left the house at 3:24 a.m. so that we could get to Nanaimo and make the 5:15 ferry, which we have done, which is very exciting because I think everybody that lives on an island has experienced the fear of, will I make it on the ferry, especially during apparently one of the most busy weekends of the year, is apparently when we decided to leave the island for the first time in, a long time. Hey Chad, where are we?
We're at Tim Hortons.
Of course we are.
Because we need food.
Yeah.
And it's raining, so we're not going to want to get out and go get groceries. So we're going through drive-thru.
Yeah.
There's a line.
What town are we in?
We are in Hope.
Yeah, you made
This
it.
is where the first Rambo movie was filmed.
Huh, I did not know that.
There's a, or at least there was like 20 years ago, like cutouts where you could pretend to be Rambo. Where you put your head through the hole.
That's cute. Hello, I thought you might want an update. It's about 1:30 and we've stopped to get some drinks because we just need a little bit of caffeine in our systems because we've been up for so long. We're outside of Kamloops. I think we just passed somewhere called Barrier. Maybe we just pulled over randomly because we were like, hey, a place where we can buy beverages. We're trying to get as far as we can today just because it would be great, and also it's wildfire country, so everything is super smoky and we'd just rather be out of it. Apparently there are 246 wildfires in BC right now and 37 of them are of note. So fun fact. We also stopped in Kamloops for some snacks, forgot to get beverages, and then before that we stopped for gas in Merritt. So we've been many places today. It is also vaguely terrifying for it to be so smoky and also raining on roads that you're not used to driving on, and the speed limit is 120. But we survived that, so let's continue surviving things. So Chad, tell me about day one.
We woke up at 3 in the morning. I got like the rest of the stuff from the house into the car and drove to the ferry in Duke Point. Took the ferry across to Tsawwassen and went to Hope. And that was the first stop I think we did.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Tim Hortons. And then we drove to Merritt and got gas. And then we drove up to Kamloops. We stopped and we got some snack food and stuff from a superstore. I think Kathy drove this part. You drove this part, yeah?
Yeah, I drove the last 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, I only had like 2 hours of sleep, so.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Really stopping. We're mostly just trying to get through the crazy smoke screen that's up in BC. So it's basically like you can see, but you kind of don't want to. It's gross. Yeah, from all the forest fires.
Yeah, that's when we pulled over to get some pop, and that's when I took over driving.
Right. Yeah. We saw some elk.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah.
Yep.
And then we stopped in Mount Robson for gas with the slowest gas thing ever. We saw somewhere else.
No, the slowest gas thing was at Jasper.
Oh, Jasper.
Mount Robson's where we stopped to get gas because we were like, we're so close to Alberta and the gas is cheaper. And so we'll just put like 10 liters in, it'll be fine. And then when we stopped in Jasper to actually fill up, like it took 5 minutes to get $9 worth, and we were just like, no, let's go.
The gas gauge in the car is really iffy, so you're not entirely sure how much it has. But the other problem is it's getting a lot better mileage than it should be, so it makes us paranoid. Especially when you don't know when the next gas station is.
Mm-hmm.
Or how much gas is left in the car.
And we've made it to Alberta.
Yeah, that was good.
We jumped a time zone.
That was fun. Kathy's alarm went off an hour early, basically, or an hour late. Anyways, it went off because her phone adjusted times. She thought my car had somehow adjusted the time, my phone adjusted time, and yeah, everything was very confusing for a bit.
Mm-hmm. And now we're in a hotel for tonight, and then what's the plan tomorrow?
We're going to drive to Saskatoon and stay in a kind of fancier hotel than the alternatives. And it's like really cheap. Don't know why. We just hunker up in there and work on laptops and not drive. But if there's no smoke and there's not a lot of people around, then we'll probably go around and look at some stuff, but not a ton. I don't see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be smoky.
Yeah. We're going to spend 2 nights there just to recuperate as well. How long did we travel for today?
Well, we left at like 3:25 and got here at basically 8:20 Alberta time, which is 7:20 our time, so it was 3, 7. So it was over 12, 14 hours, no, it was more than 14 hours.
12 plus 4.
Oh, it was 16, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was wondering, isn't it? Yeah.
And tomorrow's only how long of driving?
Was it 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's gonna be so much nicer.
It should be a lot nicer. Yeah. The thing is, the thing is, we left here at or left home at 3:20 in the morning. We're gonna be leaving here around 10 or 11, depending on what we want to do.
Yeah, or earlier if you want me to drive
Yeah, if
first.
the breakfast isn't any, they've got a free breakfast here, like a breakfast included in the price. But I don't know about buffets. But if they can if they've got guards everywhere, then okay, sure. But if I'm not feeling it, then no.
Yeah, there's fast food around here we can easily grab and go if we need
Yeah.
to.
Yep. Okay. What did we see today that was neat?
That water, that was a weird blue-green color.
Right, that's on the video.
Yeah, all that smoke, which was weird.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, there's mountains back there, but you could barely see
Yeah,
them.
they're kind of visible at the top, and it was weird. Yes, we couldn't see Mount Robson. We couldn't see the mountain. The one that we were at the visitor center for.
I don't know where we are,
Chad, what did we randomly find?
but at the same time, have a shower while drinking these iced teas. Why would debit cards expire?